Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. We're back on Simon Family Farms, and I got a lot of stuff to do today, so it's going to be cut up a little bit, but let me just show you what's going on. First of all, I've got the rest of the harvest to do. I only got that one field done in the last episode. I got that field up above here. And then I've got that field and these two fields over here to do. So I'm going to be doing that, and it's going to be kind of boring watching me do that. So I'll probably kind of skip that, and I'll show you what the results were. If you look at the upper right-hand corner, you'll see I've got about $286,000. I've got silage to sell, which again is kind of boring, just driving back and forth. And plans. Plans are to have enough money, hopefully, from the harvest to buy either that property or that field over there. I don't think it makes all that much difference. I'm thinking about this here. It's pretty much closer to my farm than that one. Well, not really, because I own these two fields over here. So, I don't know. I just haven't decided yet. One field or some terraced fields. I might buy the one field because I think it's cheaper. Again, according to whether I have money or not, I did some checking, and this farm over here is also cattle. So, I think, though, it doesn't look like, I don't know, I don't see dairy. I think this is not a dairy farm. So I think I could put beef cattle here on that if I wanted to do that. And then this here is what I'm interested in. This is a pig barn right here. So I'm thinking about buying the pig barn. Now, let's see how much it costs. Pig barn, pig barn, pig barn, right there. I can buy just the pig barn, and it is only $98,000, so I might do that right now. I think I will. I'm going to buy the pig barn. Okay, and so I might grab a couple of pigs. We'll see about that. And then I could actually, what does that sell for? $352,000, that one. $344,000. So this one's a little bit cheaper. This one's really cheap. It's only $169,000. So I could probably buy that right now too, but that would put me out. I tell you what, I'm not going to buy it until there's a crop on it. So we'll come back on that one. So what I'm thinking is I bought the pig farm. We need to get some pigs out there. I've got, as soon as this has crop on it, I'll buy this one because it's cheaper. And then, but in the meantime, I've got to get this crop off. So, tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, one more thing. I told you I was going to be selling the rest of the silage. This map has corn stalks on it. Not all maps do. So that means that we get a windrow when we do corn. And so since it did, I reprogrammed this fermenting silo here to do corn stalks. It had not the capability before. So I've remodded it to do that. So we'll be able to make silage out of corn stalks. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this harvest, and I'll be back when I'm done with that, or close to being done with it. We're back. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Got I'm almost done with the harvest. And let's see here. We've got 322,000 of wheat. I've got some sunflowers left from one harvest that we had, and that's about it. Silage and grass, we've got a little bit in there. But I should sell that. I didn't sell any while I was harvesting. And I'm not quite done harvesting. I need to finish this last field up here. Oh, I was waiting for the truck, so let's grab Rose, head back out the field. I noticed that the field across from us, right in front of me here, has been harvested by the neighbors, and it looks like there's crop on the field that I wanted to buy over there. Although I don't have the money because I didn't sell the corn or the wheat, so we need to do that. And I haven't sold any more of the silage. I need to do that as well before I buy that property. As you can see, got the wheat off, but I didn't get the windrow off yet. We need to get the straw off there. So, let's get Andy back to work. Whoa. Oh, I still clipped it even though I tried not to. Right, so that concludes the harvest. I still need to pick up the straw, and I need to sell the fruit. So I think I'll do that first because I want to buy that field. So let's get this thing shut down. I didn't mean to turn the engine off. I wanted to turn the header off. Park the combine right here for now. Grab 48. I have to laugh. I was editing the last episode, and I had said several times that mentioning my cattle empire. I have 2 cows, and it just struck me funny because I said it 2 or 3 times that this is the start of our empire, our cattle empire. I have 2 cows. Little things in life that make you smile. All right, let's see what we're getting. It doesn't matter what I ended up with as the yield. What matters is how much am I going to make off of it. So I got straw everywhere, even in the road. All right, we start with 187. Okay, we got 117,000 off of that load. Big shortcut through the field. No crop on it, can't hurt anything. Okay, we're coming back in with what I think is going to be the last load. All right. All right. Not quite a full load, close to 70%. Okay, so we ended up with 623. So that's not too bad. So that's about 436,000. And more than enough to buy that property. So let's go take a look at it. Like I said, I had some soybeans. I think I'm going to hang on to them though. Maybe that gives me a little bit of protein to feed the animals. Ah, it's corn. Well, what a happy coincidence. All right, let's buy it. Okay, so it's 169,000. That's going to leave me 454,000. Which means I could actually buy this other piece of land if I wanted to. I think. How much was it? Let's take a look. Yeah, I could. That'd give me... because I haven't sold the silage yet. So maybe I will buy that piece of land right there. Although I could wait till they let's wait until they reseed it. I got plenty to do, so we'll wait till we reseed it. Let's go over and get this thing overflowing with silage. Oh, we don't have much silage left. That's fine. That's fair. Let's get it. Okay, that wasn't very much, so that's fine. I'm going to store that. We'll store it because we need it for food. And then I'll cut some grass. Well, we've got the corn stalks that we can do too. So when we harvest that corn, that I can make silage out of. All right, so we got a little bit of silage. Okay, so we need to start picking up the straw. This field is ready to process for the next harvest. Process probably isn't the right word. It's ready to be prepped for the next harvest. I got a lot of work to do before I start cutting grass again. All right, so we got this started. Let's get the combine. I gotta find my corn header, or do I even have one? Did I buy a corn header? I still have leased equipment I need to get rid of too, while I have a little bit of money. I don't see a corn header. Oh my God, I gotta do something about the equipment. I gotta do something about the equipment. I can't keep leasing this. I need to purchase it, but let's get the corn done first. So let me put the wheels down. Whoa, wait a minute. Put the wheels down. Let's put the wheels down and drop the header down. And we got to go purchase a corn header. Okay, let's purchase this. I'll just leave it plain, I guess. All right, let's go pick it up. We got Andy on the job. Now, I don't think that land included the house there. I think it's just the land. And I'll probably sell the straw. So the plan's going to be to pick up the straw in between this episode and the next episode. Try to cut out some of the boring work. And we'll just take a look at the amount of money that we have when we come back. Of course, I'm not ready to leave yet, but I want to get this corn started. Uh-oh. I just ran up a tree. Oh, no. That's not good. Yeah, so I'm assuming that the farmers that own the property before I did not prep it properly, so I'm assuming the yields probably won't be all that good. Okay, now I need to make sure. Yep, okay, we're getting windrow, so we're getting corn stalks. And as I said before, the corn, this is a mod that produces the corn stalks, so this is not on every map that you're going to play. The map itself has to be it has to have corn stalks on it, modded into it, or you won't get the corn stalks. In other words, it's not a mod that I've got in the folder. It's part of the map. It's kind of like the precision farming. I've got the precision farming mod in my folder, but if the map hasn't been prepped for it, it isn't going to be necessarily able to be used. Weirdly shaped field. It's not exactly flat either, is it? Which is great. I like the terrain and maps. I don't like them when they're. I think people think that I do because I like the big fields and the square fields, and I don't necessarily dislike a field that's not square. I do like big maps, but they don't. I don't necessarily like flat maps. I like there to be, some bumps and humps and hills and valleys and things like that. I do like that. Now, since I don't have a corn header, or didn't have a corn header, I probably don't have a GPS route figured out for a 12-foot corn header, so I'll have to do that. But I want to make sure that I get a couple of headlands around the field, so I've got room to turn around on the ends. Got some landscapers out today. We've got a pretty good sized backyard, and it's getting to the point where I don't really have the time or the desire, I should say, to keep up that much yard. So I've hired a maintenance crew to come in on a regular basis and keep it up for us, the landscaping and stuff. There's landscaping out in the back. I've got a duck pond and a couple of fountains and stuff like that that you have to kind of mow around. You don't just go out there and mow it and be done with it. There's more to it than that. So I'm hiring somebody to come on a regular basis and do that for me, and that way we can enjoy a little bit more of it. All right, let's see here. I need to do this, do that, and we're going to do an auto width. Out here where I can see what's going on. Okay, and it is going the wrong direction. Let's see if we've got that. Okay, there's the yellow lines there. I can't see them on this side, but they are there. Okay. All right, so that should be okay. Let's go back in and harvest corn. Harvest 12-foot corn 12 foot. All right, add that, make sure we're on it. Okay. Let's see, which way should I go? Does it matter? Let's go lengthways. Let me flip this back around. Dusty corn, eh? Well, this shouldn't take too long. Sounds like we're getting full. We got a little horn that goes off, our beeper horn, when it gets 85% full of the tank, so that we can get prepared to slow down. Put the pipe out. Alright, let's go fetch a truck. We got Rose on the job. This truck is really bright, isn't it? All right, we're done. Back at it. You go, Andy. I'll let Andy take a little bit of the corn for squeezing. Make himself some moonshine. Andy's a brewer. Well, he brews beer anyway. I know he drinks beer. I don't know if he drinks scotch or not. Although I wouldn't consider moonshine scotch by any means. Did I hit that telephone pole? I bet I did. I'm hitting some. Oh, I put the pipe. I had the pipe out. That might make a difference. Are we at the end of the field already? This field is not as big as I thought it was. It's just oddly shaped. Wow, we banged out this pretty quick. Got a little bit on the ends here. I like sweeping the carpet, eh? So we had a little bit of a cloudy morning, but it's beautiful out there now. There are some clouds out today, though. Not quite as warm as it was yesterday. I bet the landscapers appreciate that. I know I would. So all in all, the new combine's working out well. I like it. I like it. Seems to be working well. Turn your GPS off. Don't need it for these little patches. And that's it for the corn harvest. So the silage maker is empty. But I want to try the corn stalks with the animals, because if you remember, the animals were only doing 70%. Now, Scorpion sent me a message that said I don't need to be feeding the animals all the different stuff, that just a TMR will work. Yes, it will, but not at 100%. You know, if if I've got the wherewithal to do it, I want my cattle to be producing 100%. So, and I don't think that's the case, because I had fed them TMR and everything else, and they still were only at 70%. So let's get Rose back and we'll check that again. It really depends on the map. If you have a map that's just a generic standard map, like Giant puts out, the mixed rations are the things that the animals will eat. For example, the pigs eat 3 food groups. They want protein, they want root crop, and they want grain. And if your pig food has all of those 3 mixed in, yes, the pig food will do everything it's supposed to do. But on some of these maps, they require more than that. Like this one, I think, is one of them, because they want corn stalks. Uh-oh, there's somebody else in there already. Doggone it. I forgot. Let me get Rose back in. Well, where'd you go? There she is. Put her back in the truck. All right, I want to pick up some corn stalks real quick. there a ditch there? Not really. Alright, so we got some corn stalks. Okay, I don't know. I don't think this is going to go into the cattle feed area. I might have to... Oh boy. I hope that my storage will hold the corn stalks. I can't remember whether I've modded this to do that or not. I did. Corn stalks. Okay, there's no particles for that. That's fine. And by that I mean you notice there was nothing coming out of the pipe, but it's showing up in the truck, so there's something missing. The particles are missing, but it's no big deal. Not to me anyway. It's not a game breaker. Alright, now before we do this, let's look in the animal section, and you'll notice that the cows are at 89%, not 100%. So they're up from 70%. Let's throw the corn stalks in there and find out what happens. Okay, I don't think that's feed. That may not be feed. That may be like straw. So that did bring him up. It brought him up to 99%, which I'm assuming will add up to 100%. So, yes, TMR will do the job, but not at 100%. If you want 100%, you got to do everything that this wants. So it wants grass, it wants a little bit of hay and silage, it wants total mixed rations. Now, the total mixed rations is made up of silage here, and grass and straw. So there you go. So TMR will do this part, but if you don't have the corn stalks, you're not going to get 100%. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the straw between now and the next episode. And we'll start preparing the fields for the next harvest when we come back. I hope you had fun. I hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.